Hello there, stamping friends. This is Dawn from Dawn's Creative Chalet. Thanks for stamping with me today. I promised you guys a video on how to make these cute little gift card holders made out of our Stampin' Up envelopes. This is a Whisper White envelope, and I've used the Birthday Bash DSP and also using two sets here, the Cycle Celebration, which is just absolutely adorable, and also the Remembering Your Birthday, and I'm putting these two stamps together. This says there's something really worth celebrating today, you, happy birthday. Now keep in mind that you can decorate these for any occasion such as Christmas and other holidays, Halloween, Valentine's Day, whatever suits your fancy. I use the Whisper White ribbon that I wrapped around to tie it together just to give it a little extra something. And when you open up this little guy, the envelope will open on one end, and ta-da, there is your gift card. You could also put a little candy or a little treat type thing in there too, just something that's not too bulky because you don't want to rip it. But let's go ahead and show you how to make these, since I posted this last week on Facebook and I promised you guys I'd show you these. This is so easy to make and they're so much fun. So first of all, you're going to go ahead and start with your Whisper White cardstock. You're going to fold it in half. And after you've done folding it in half, what you're going to want to do is take your scissors and you're going to want to cut where you've just folded from the top of the flap down to the crease. Okay, so you're going to end up with your envelope looking like that. You're going to seal the left side. Wish they made these taste like chocolate. And then on this side of the flap, so it's going to be on the right side as you're looking at it, we're going to go ahead, we're going to trim this in a little bit of a wedge type cut. This just helps for this flap to fold easily. So it's going to look something like that. Okay? So that basically is the basis for your gift card holder. How cute is that and how easy, huh? So I've used one of my new favorite colors, the Bermuda Bay cardstock and ink. Give you some measurements here. The cardstock that I'm going to use on the front and the inside cover, that measures at 4 by 2.5. Okay. Then I've also added this piece of designer series paper, and this is at 3 3/4 by 2 1/4, and I'll make sure to post these on the video as well. Also on the inside here, I decided I wanted to put a little extra something, and this piece of cardstock measures 3.5 by 2.5. What I've also done is I've inked the edges, taking my Bermuda Bay ink, and just to show you real quick in case you've not done this before, and just inked up the edges with one of the Stampin' sponges along the edge. I like it, it just softens it up a little bit, makes it a little extra pretty. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and assemble our envelope. Make it pretty on the front. Adding our Birthday Bash designer series paper. Adding it on the inside as well. And I'm going to be stamping that sentiment on the inside piece right here. And this is, I thought it would be fun to add as another little area to write a little note of some sort if you wanted to. All right. This stamp here I've stamped a few times. What I did in the middle here, first of all, in case you've not done this before, I've used our Stampin' Right markers in the Gumball Green and the Summer Starfruit. And I went ahead and I inked up where it says Sweet with the two little hearts on either end. That is what's given me this little piece here. and I've trimmed it because what we're going to do is put it in the middle like so. So you can see there's a lot of dimension there. I love dimension. I don't like anything too flat. It's got to be fluffy, like me. So first of all, I want to make this look like a little flag. Those little banners are in right now. I'm using my hexagon punch, which I love not only for hexagons, but for doing my flag ends, or banners, however you want to call them. And you'll see why in just a second here. So I line it up where I want it, like so, and punch. And there you go. Pretty cool. All right, now this here I want the middle where it says celebrate a sweet birthday. And even though part of that's going to be covered up, like I said, I want to make sure it's dimensional a little bit. And that was stamped in crisp cantaloupe. All these yummy, yummy flavors of ink. And I'm going to use my decorative label punch and punch out my bottom piece. Just like so. All right, now to assemble, we're just going to do a couple layers. Now, how many of you use all your scraps along the edge of your dimensionals? Just a little hint, you might want to do that. Save a couple of dollars just here and there, so you have extra money for stamps, right? All right, but I love to use all the little edges and crevices. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna layer this other piece on top of that, and along these little edges you'll see these little pieces work really well for your smaller stamping, your stamped images, which is nice. So don't forget about the side pieces. All right, I hope you're not seeing my head in that. All right, so there you go. Ta-da! Now what we're going to do as far as popping up this piece in the middle, we're going to put the dimensionals on the top and the bottom, okay, on the back side, and I'll explain why here in just a second. The ribbon is going to slide through there, so you don't want to block the ribbon's way. So it's going to be like a little, excuse me, a little funnel. So I'm going to lay my ribbon down about where I want it here, and put the front on, just like so. So now that's keeping the ribbon in place, and there you go. So there is the front, all decorated and pretty. Now for the inside, and bugger, I should have done this first before I added all the goodies. Typical of me, I get ahead of myself. But you know what? That's okay. It's all good. We'll just see how it stamps. Yikes. Alright. So word of the wise, do this first before you add it to your folder. That did come out okay. I was holding my breath. We're all good. Now, just for a little extra something, I thought it'd be fun to put a couple of those little banner flag things in, on the flap itself. So I've cut out a couple pieces of 1/2 inch wide cardstock, and they're about an inch, maybe a little more, a little less. And of course it wouldn't be a card if I didn't add a little bit of bling, right? Gotta have bling. Whoops. There we go. A little loose. Alright. So, there you have it. Here's my original right here. And that is how you make the easy envelope gift card holder. Thanks so much for joining me today. Hope you guys have had some fun. Make sure to go ahead and visit my blog at www.dawnscreativechalet.com for creative inspiration daily. I have an app which is free. Make sure to download that on your smartphones and your other mobile devices like your iPads and your Kindles, and that can be found in iTunes and Google Play looking up Dawn's Creative Chalet. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.